What is up, guys? Steven here, Catch Pro Cook, and today we're gonna make some bacon wrapped smoked jalapeno poppers with cream cheese. And these are the best appetizer and side you can make at 225 on any smoker. So let's dig into this. All right, so now when it comes to getting all the ingredients for these bacon wrapped smoked jalapeno poppers, smoked at 225, which are so delicious, you're really only gonna need three things. That's why I really like this recipe. It's super simple. All you need are jalapenos, cream cheese, and bacon. And that's it. You don't even need seasoning. I know you'll find some other recipes out there where they might season the cream cheese and what have you. You can do that if you want to, but I actually prefer to not season it at all because you're throwing it on the smoker. So it's gonna get this awesome smoky flavor. So that's effectively gonna be your seasoning. And personally for me, keeping it to three ingredients and keeping it easier is never a bad thing. And so now that we know the three ingredients we need, let's quickly go over portions to determine how many or how much of each of those three ingredients you're gonna need to make the right amount of jalapeno poppers. I apologize if you can hear the garbage trucks in the background since it is garbage day. But when it comes to portions, generally I try to make around 4 jalapeno poppers per person. And so if you have, 4 people, I try to aim to make about 16 of them. And now when it comes to ingredients for each of these poppers, you're gonna need about, 2 jalapenos per person, right? Because when you have a jalapeno, you cut it in half and deseed it, you're gonna have 4 poppers for each person. So you figure you have, 4 people, you're gonna need around 8 jalapenos. Now, when it comes to the cream cheese, I use about a tablespoon per popper. And so if you're making 4, you're gonna need about 4 tablespoons of cream cheese for each person. And then lastly, when it comes to bacon, you're gonna need 1 strip of bacon per popper. And so once again, if you're making 4 poppers per person, you're gonna need 4 strips of bacon. So for a family of 4, you figure you're gonna need about 8 jalapenos, 8 tablespoons of cream cheese, 16 tablespoons of cream cheese. And then you're also gonna need about 16 strips of bacon. Now, that is kind of the minimum. I would highly, highly recommend you make extra. I've yet to ever find a time where when I've made extra that there's either A, leftovers, or B, people not coming back for like a post-food coma snack after we've eaten everything else. So it's a very good side or very good appetizer. So I would say just make more. And now we're gonna go over the step-by-step instructions on how to actually make these jalapeno poppers. So first you're gonna wanna get your jalapenos, rinse them off, and then you're gonna want to cut off the end and de-seed the pepper. Now I use this de-seeding tool I got off Amazon. This is my first time using it. I don't know if I'd use it again. I understand some people like this tool, but personally for me, it's easier and it's quicker for me just to cut off the end, split the jalapeno down the middle, and when I have the 2 halves open, just get a spoon and just carve out the seeds and anything else that's in there. And so once you do that, I know it takes a little bit of time and your hands might get a little peppery. So try not to like rub your eyes or touch a small little baby or something. But once you de-seed all of the peppers and you have all the pepper halves, next all you need to do is get your cream cheese. And I recommend using like a whipped cream cheese so it's easier to spread, or like a spreadable cream cheese that you would maybe use on bagels. And then just fill up each of the jalapeno halves until you have a plate full of all of the jalapeno halves with the cream cheese in it. And then the final step is just to get a strip of bacon, wrap it around at least once, ideally twice, or in my case it was like 3 times because the bacon was so long. And then just wrap it around the jalapeno popper with cream cheese and then stick a toothpick in it so that way it holds the bacon in place. So usually I usually try to overlap the 2 ends of the bacon in the same spot, get that toothpick, and I try to puncture through the jalapeno so that way it stays there. It's got something, solid to hold on to. And then once you do all of that, your, bacon wrapped jalapenos with cream cheese are all ready to smoke. And so then you're literally just throwing it on the smoker at 225. So if you, are smoking a brisket or ribs or what have you, and it's the last hour and a half before that food is ready, so it needs about 90 minutes, just throw all those jalapeno poppers onto the smoker. and you just wait. You don't even need to flip it, right? It will totally smoke. And once you look at the jalapeno poppers at the end to see if they're ready, you'll usually see the bacon is kind of cooked through. You'll see the cream cheese has turned this nice, almost yellow gold color from the smoke. And you know, as long as those things are cooked, mostly the bacon, as long as that's cooked all the way through, then your jalapeno poppers are ready to take off. Now I know some people might leave it on longer if you like your bacon to be smokier, maybe a little more cooked through, maybe crunchier even. But I like mine to kind of have a nice smoky flavor that still has a good bite to it. As much as I love crispy bacon, I like my jalapeno poppers to have, you know, a softer bite. So all comes down to personal preference, but you'll see at the end here that these things look pretty darn good. All right, so they've made them inside and we've eaten all but these ones that we're gonna give to some friends that are stopping by. And yeah, these go very quickly. Bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers with cream cheese at $2.25 are always a crowd favorite. So if you want to see the printable recipe, look in the video description down below. I'll have a link to the blog where you can click on the recipe and print it out so you can follow it step by step. And yeah, if you like this recipe and you want more recipes or tips and tricks when it comes to using smokers and pellet grills, especially at $2.25, then feel free to like and subscribe down below. It really helps. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.